Hey everyone, I'm going to do my reflection on the scripture today. And we had quite the snowstorm here in Toronto. So I didn't go out. I went out yesterday, but I got caught in the snow coming back. I just went to the local bakery to get something. And then I came back home. And yeah, it seems like some days when I plan to go out, we get snowstorms, so I don't go. I did an hour of dancing, and I'm finding it a little harder to do that dancing that I did last year, but I'm still doing it. So I'm gonna try to do it at least 3 times a week. It's not that easy anymore for me, but I'll keep it up as much as I can. I'm glad I recorded it actually, because otherwise I wouldn't have anything to go back to. And I like that music that we grew up with. So I did that, and I did my Maxwell talk, and I applied for some jobs. So even if I get a job in America, it would be good. It will help Canada, isn't it? At least I won't be sitting at home doing nothing. Because even if you're earning as a foreigner in another country, you're still earning, and you're not just contributing to that country, you're also contributing to your home country. Because if you go work in America, you have to pay taxes there and you have to pay taxes here. So I'm trying to see if I can get into an American company that will pay me better than what I've been earning here, because you can't live on $11.25 an hour. And to be honest, I'm tired of begging. And I send out that GoFundMe link, nobody even contributes to it. So I'm going to keep sending it out, but it really is a pain. It really is. And especially if you're talented and you've got good skills to offer, it's a pain when you're sitting at home, and it's frustrating for me. But I give thanks to God that my essential oils are all working. And I use that lime essential oil. I use it behind my ears here on the mastoid bone. So if I start feeling stressed out, I just put a little dab of that. I use the cream I made for my liver support, and I use that body cream. I added in 2 drops of the clary sage, because clary sage is also supposed to help with high blood pressure, and it is helping. My blood pressure is falling every time I measure it now. It's gone right down to, it's averaging like 129, 130. So it's good. I'll carry on doing that, and I'll just see. I don't know. It's just, for me, for somebody who likes to work, it's frustrating staying at home and not being able to like help in the church. There's too many people here. They have too many volunteers and people that are willing to help. So it's very hard. They don't need qualified people like me here. So we'll see. Maybe I'll get a job in America, in New York. I don't want to go to the West Coast. I want to go to the East Coast because I enjoy the seasons. I like the 4 seasons of change. For a long time, I wanted to go to America. But every time I used to talk to my uncle, he used to tell me, oh no, it's not good here. Even his daughter, my cousin, couldn't get work. So I'm like, oh, because I like that California. I thought maybe I could go there, but no, I don't want to go there anymore, because it doesn't sound like things are good there. I'd rather be on the East Coast and be in New York, or be in a city, somewhere close to the city. So we'll see. The cream is also helping. I added in some sunflower lecithin. And I learned how to make all these products when I did my course for aromatherapy, mixing and massage. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's boring, like the sitting at home for 2 years, doing nothing. Oh no. I'm just happy that my doctor confirmed that everything's normal now. My blood is normal and everything's good. So that means I can relocate and I can go somewhere else. All these books and things, I don't need to take them. I'll just keep my files from my studies for my theology. But other than that, I mean, what do you need really to start over? You don't need that much. And I've got furniture now, so I can take my furniture also. I can ask whoever hires me to move my furniture so that I have my own things when I go. But we'll see. We'll see. The UK economy is picking up, and I'm happy for Zimbabwe. I see there's a lot of investment going there. They're investing in their aeroplanes, they're investing in mining. So I'm happy for them. They must keep doing it. I want them to be the breadbasket of Africa again. I want them to come up, and I want them to outshine all the other African countries, just like we used to do. I do. And then when I retire, I'm going to go and live there. I won't stay here in the cold. For what? I'll go there. I don't have that many working years left, so I'm praying that God blesses me with a good paid job so that I can buy my own property and I can buy my own sports car. And I don't blame President Trump for deporting the people who are corrupt, who are going there and they're getting luxury sports cars and all that through fraud. Because I worked with the American public, so I know what they like, and I know they work hard like me. They're hardworking people, and whatever little you earn, you treasure it. So I don't blame him, because that's not fair to them. If you go into a country and then you commit fraud and all that, think they're going to let you stay, they'll say, go back. So I don't blame him for that. And investing in his own country. That's what we all should be doing. But we'll see what happens. I'm happy for Zimbabwe. At least they learned. Oh, why are you taking all your money and putting it in Dubai and Swiss bank accounts and all that? Those people are also corrupt. Look what happened with Credit Suisse. So that's how it goes. But anyway, for today's the scripture, I'm focusing on the gospel reading. It's the reading from Mark, and it's about a leper coming to Jesus and pleading on his knees, asking him to cure him. And Jesus feels sorry for him, so he stretches out his hand and he touches him. And he says, of course I want to be cured. So that shows you how Jesus will go and heal like even the untouchables. Leprosy was a very bad disease, and at that time they didn't have the medicines and that we have now. And if you've seen people with leprosy, it's very sad. It's awful to see people with leprosy. But Jesus doesn't have that fear, and he has that gift of healing from God, and he stretches out his hand and he says, of course, I'm willing to help you, to paraphrase, and he cures him. So we see Jesus' compassion, and we see that the leprosy left him at once and he was cured. And then he tells him not to say anything to anyone, but to go and show himself to the priests and to make the offering, whatever he had to make, to thank God, because that gift is coming through Jesus to the man, and he's asking him to keep whatever practices he has to honor the Lord through the priests. And the man goes away, and then he starts telling everybody. He doesn't listen to Jesus. He disobeys him. He starts telling everybody about what happened and how Jesus has cured him. And because of that, Jesus can't go openly into any town. So he had to stay outside in places where nobody lived. But people still went to him from wherever they came from. Wherever he was, they went to him. And so why did he tell the leper not to tell anyone? That's a good question to think about. Because whenever he does something, whenever he cures, he tells the people, don't tell anybody. Just go and do what God has asked you to do. It's a good question to think about. So I'll leave you with that for the reflection and for thinking about how Jesus acts, how he brings us, the people who are ostracized, the people who are left out, the people who are sick, how he cures, how he helps, and how he makes the untouchable the one who becomes loved. That's a good thing to think about. And this is not just me talking off the top of my head. These are things that I learned when I trained to become a spiritual director. And there are things that I'm passing on to you so that you too can pass them on, and you can talk about them with others, and you can come to your own conclusions about who Jesus is for you. You may not see Jesus as a healer, as a preacher, as somebody who was compassionate. You may see him as a rebel, as a lawbreaker. Or who gave him that authority to go and heal like that? But Jesus gave us the answer. He said, who gave anybody the authority? So it's about us, and it's about our lives and what we are doing with our lives. And that's my reflection for today.